So class recording. So good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to our history class. And
Last one,
today
sir.
we want to discuss about some basic issues related with the European nationalist movements. Okay. So today we want to discuss about the unification of Germany. Okay. And a famous personality behind the unification of Germany, that is Otto von Bismarck. Otto von Bismarck. Already we discussed that. We started the discussion of the same, right? The last session. We completed the Frankfurt Parliament, and we just started what the unification of Germany. Okay. So basically, German unification is related with a particular individual called Otto von Bismarck, the chief minister of Prussia. Okay. Old Prussia, the then Prussia. Okay. Today it is known as Germany. Tell me.
CQ one question again that which is the that one option for the Ottoman Bismarck and small.
Tell
One
me the
question.
question. Tell me the question.
I don't remember the question. Is that who is the one question was that is that all the names for the Ottoman Bismarck and
So can any other students tell me what was that question?
it in the option Ottoman Bismarck was there. Bismarck.
Otto Bismarck, not a bread mark. Otto von Bismarck is that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Don't change the names of these historical people there. Okay. So, so he's the one, Otto von Bismarck. Otto von Bismarck. Remember, the name is Otto von Bismarck. Okay. So basically, he's the one behind the unification of Germany. So you can see here from the page number 19. Okay, we completed up to here, I think so. Okay, please check your textbook. On the bitterly cold morning of 18th January 1871. Okay, assembly comprising of 800 and sorry. Here we are. On the bitterly cold morning of 18th January 1871, okay, an assembly comprising of princes of the German states, representative of the army, important Prussian ministers, including the chief minister Otto von Bismarck, gathered in the unheated hall of mirrors, the palace of Versailles, to proclaim the new German empire headed by Kaiser William I of Russia. Okay, finally, number of princes, kings from different areas. Okay, basically the old German Confederation. They met at a place called Versailles in Europe. Okay, and in a palace. What is the name of the palace? What is the name of the palace here? The Winter Palace, right? Winter Palace. And they met in a particular hall. Name of the hall is the Hall of Mirrors. Hall of Mirrors. But the peculiarity of that particular day, it is a bitterly cold morning, and the hall is unheated one. But they gathered there to declare the first emperor of Germany, United Germany, that is Kaiser William. Kaiser William. Okay, we can see here. Okay, so that's all about the unification of Germany. So related with the unification of Germany, two names are here. One is Otto von Bismarck, other is Kaiser William I of Prussia. Kaiser William I of Prussia. Kaiser William I of Prussia. Two names. Okay. Next, related with this particular incident, there are 2-3 years are important. First of all, you can see this 1948. Okay, the unification of Germany started from that particular year 1948 by the person called Otto von Bismarck, the chief minister of Prussia. Okay, next another year, the Germany united in the year 71, the month of January. Clear? These are the two important dates. And one particular word, it is Genghis. The rich landlords, they helped the kings, okay, to stop the activities of the liberals. They are Genghis, okay, Genghis of Prussia. The old name of Germany, that's what Prussia, Prussia. So just understand that also. Okay, it's the old name of today's Germany. Okay, so completed up to here. The nation building process in Germany had demonstrated the dominance of Prussian state power. Okay, so there are number of states are there in the German Confederation, but Prussia took the leadership to unite Germany. Prussia, and basically its chief minister Otto von Bismarck is the person behind the unification of Italy. You heard that? You heard that? Is that clear or not? Not at all now. There are numerous states are there, basically these people are speaking German language, okay, and they are sharing the same culture, okay, same ethnicity, but under the control of different kings, or they are the part of different, what you can say, dynasties or MPs there. Now, the Ottoman, sorry, the Prussian state, they decided to unite all these small areas and to create a single country called Germany. So Prussia started that activity. So Prussia, with the help of its military and the officers, okay, clear or not? Basically, the person called the Ottoman Bismarck, he waged 3 wars against 3 neighboring countries to get all these places and confiscated those places and added along with New Germany. So 3 wars against 3 different countries. Okay, you can see that here. Okay, here its chief minister Otto Bismarck was architect of the process carried out with the help of the Prussian army and the bureaucracy. 3 wars over 7 years, which with Austria, Denmark, and France. Underline that, with Austria, Denmark, and France, he fought against these countries, okay, and created a new country called Germany. The 7 years war, 7 years he took to complete that process. I mean, basically not unification, but making that regions under German control or Prussian control. Okay, clear? So you can see a map is there, world map is there. From this chapter, no maps are important for the examination. Okay, but just observe it clearly. You can see that. Okay, so this is the map of Germany, right? Okay, clear or not? So number of places are mentioned here. So this violet or this purple color is basically, it is Prussia at that time. So Prussia fought against those countries to unite or to create a single Germany called, single country called Germany. All these areas, once it was under the control of France, okay, and Hungary, Austria. So he fought against these countries and united these areas and created a single country called Germany. Okay, clear? They clear or not?
Or we can
Hello?
discuss history questions now.
History?
Discuss
Yeah, you
history.
read the question first, one by
Okay.
one.
Okay.
Then Fisan is very much interested to discuss the question answers. He want to know the answers. That's it. Okay. So everyone, please take the question paper. The thing is there in your device, right? Is there or not? The question paper is there in your device, right?
Yes, sir.
Jangas means large landowners. Okay, landowners. Basically, they supported the king or monarch against the liberals. Is that clear, Sania? Junkers. Come on, fast. Read the first question, Fisan.
Yes, sir.
History question, first question. All of you, please take your question paper. First question. Read it.
Taking.
That much heavy, Fisan. Just
Sir.
open that. Okay, one by one. Please open that. Anjali Priya, read the first question. Do you have that with you?
Yes, sir.
Read the first question.
Sir, I got it.
Match the term with the statement given below. A utopian
Ah.
society is first one, a society under a benevolent monarchy. Second one, a society that is unlikely to ever exist. Third one, a society under the control of a chosen few wise men. Fourth one, a society under parliamentary democracy.
The answer is? Answer
Sir,
is?
I wrote third one. Answer.
Okay. Option, that is third one. What is that?
2 only.
2 only. Okay, the society that never likely to exist. Okay, correct. Then second question, Angelo.
The first great revolution which gave the clear idea of nationalism with its core words liberty, equality, and fraternity was dash. The Russian Revolution, the French Revolution, the American Revolution, India's first war of independence.
What is the answer, Angelo?
I wrote French Revolution.
Correct answer. It is the French Revolution, right? The clear expression of these ideas, liberty, equality, and fraternity, is correctly or closely connected with the French Revolution, right? Clear. So answer is correct. The French Revolution. Third question, Gauri.
The Civil Code of 1804 in France is usually known as
Napoleonic Code.
French Revolutionary Code, Napoleonic Code, European Imperial Code, the French Civil Code.
The Napoleonic Code. Everyone know that.
Napoleonic
Okay.
Code.
Dave, next one.
Sir, question.
No question paper. Okay. What happened? You fried and ate that? Where is the device?
That is
With father. Okay, let me be. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Eva George.
I will
Read the
read it.
fourth question.
Third question now.
I will give that. Fourth question, Eva George.
Code was exported to which of the following region? First, England, Spain, region under French control, Poland.
Answer is?
Region under French control.
Region under French control. Correct. Next, Fisan. Fifth question.
Pick out the correct definition to define the term plebiscite.
What?
That PL plus plebiscite.
Plebiscite.
First option, plebiscite is a direct vote by only the female members of a region are asked to accept or reject a proposal. Second option, plebiscite is a direct vote by a female members of a matriarchal system to accept or reject a proposal.
Third one.
Third, sir.
Read. Third one.
Third option, plebiscite is a direct vote by only a chosen few from the total population of the particular region to accept or reject a proposal. Fourth option, plebiscite is a direct vote by which all citizens of the region are asked to accept or reject a proposal.
Okay, so you got that one, right? So what is the answer? You can see here. The answer is here. Okay, 1 minute. It's not clear. Hello, can you see the board? Can you see the board clearly?
Sir.
Okay. So the plebiscite thing is here. So what is the answer, Sam?
First, second, third, fourth one.
First, second, third, fourth one.
Fourth one.
Okay, fourth one, right. A direct vote by which all the people of the region are asked to accept or reject the proposal. Okay, clear? Utopian, the answer is here. So number of people asked, okay, why that answer is like that or something like this. So answer is here only. A vision of a society that is so ideal that it is unlikely to actually exist. Clear? That's what. Okay, next question. Sania.
Choose the correct nationality of the artist Frederick Sorry, who visualized in his painting a society made of democratic social republic. Option A, Germany. Option 2, Swiss. Option 3, French. Option 4, America.
Then what is the answer?
French.
French. So Frederick Sorry is from France. Okay, French. Azim, next question.
Which of the following countries did not attend the Congress of Vienna? Option 1, Britain. Second, Russia. Third, Russia. Fourth, Switzerland.
Answer is
Switzerland.
Switzerland. Okay, Britain, Russia attended in that, but Switzerland not attended in that. Atulya VS.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Eighth question.
The liberal nationalism stands for dash. First one, freedom for the individual and equality before law, preservation of autocracy and clerical privileges, freedom for only male members of society and equality before law, freedom only for senior citizens.
What is the answer?
First one.
Is that correct? Any other opinions are there? Okay. Next one. Sanya already read that, right? Navneet Krishna. Navneet Krishna. Read the 9th question.
Sir, in this device only my question.
Okay. Then who's next? Rohan Raj.
Treaty of
Treaty of
the recognized Greece as an independent nation.
Greece.
Option 1 Vienna 1815. Option 2 Constantinople 1832. Warsaw. Option 3 Warsaw 1814. Option 4 Leipzig 1813.
Okay, what is the answer? The Treaty of Constantinople in the year
1815.
Treaty of Constantinople. Which year is that?
1832.
1832. That's the correct answer. The Treaty of Constantinople, 1832. Okay. Next. Okay, Isha, read. Isha. Last question. I mean, question number 10.
Who among the following formed the secret society called Young Italy? Otto von Bismarck, Giuseppe Mazzini, Metternich, Johann Gottfried Herder.
Now, what is the answer? What is the answer?
Giuseppe Mazzini.
Giuseppe Mazzini. Okay, Giuseppe Mazzini is the answer. Not Otto von Bismarck, Mr. Fisan. Okay, so Otto von Bismarck is coming related with the German unification. That portion is not for the examination. I told you right. So if you're using common sense, you can say that that is not the correct answer. Okay, so come back. So are you happy now, Fisan? Any other troubles are there? Okay. Geography class will discuss. Okay. So come back, everyone. Next one, we are going to discuss about the Italian unification. Okay. So German unification completed. Now it is a Italian unification. So it's page number 20. You can see, like Germany, Italy too had a long history of political fragmentation. Okay, that country also divided, okay, into several fragments, several small principalities, smaller geographical units under the control of different princely houses or different rulers. That's what. Italians were scattered over several dynastic states as well as the multinational Habsburg Empire. So Italians, the people, those who speaking Italy, I mean that language, and they are following the same culture. Basically, these people, okay, clear or not? Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Okay, the people basically speaking the language of Italy and sharing the same culture and heritage and the tradition. They're scattered in different countries. Okay, and a number of such Italians are there in the Habsburg Empire. So it is important to unite all these areas or these regions to create a single country called Italy. During the middle of the 19th century, Italy was divided into 7 states. Important point. Italy was divided into 7 states, of which only one, Sardinia, Piedmont. Okay, clear? Italy was divided into 7 different states or 7 different regions in the 19th century, in which only one state called Sardinia, Piedmont. Sardinia, Piedmont was ruled by an Italian princely house. So Sardinia, Piedmont is the only state out of that 7 was ruled by an Italian king. All other regions are under the control of different other kings from other dynasties. The north was under the Austrian Habsburg. The northern side of today's Italy, it was under the control of Austrian kings, Austrian Habsburgs. The center was ruled by the Pope. Who's the Pope? Who's the Pope? All of you turn on your cameras. Turn on your cameras, please. Turn on your cameras, everyone. Tell me, Who is Pope? Lanasier, who is Pope? Lanasier. Pope means? Who's Pope? Then tell me, what is popcorn? Lana, any idea about Pope? Lana. Who is Pope? No idea. So sad. It's not clear. Not clear, Lana. Sorry. Okay, so we'll ask to someone else. Roshan, tell me, who's Pope? No idea. Vishnu Shaji, no answers. No answers from Vishnu Shaji. Soul Jason, no mate. Soul Jason. Sorry, Soul Jason might know who's the Pope.
He's
What the present Pope asking? What is the importance of that post? Pope. Shania, not exactly, but almost. No idea, Sovel? Eva George? No idea. Angelo? Pope. Okay, it's a religious head of Christians. Clear or not? A religious head of Christians. Clear or not? So you can know the church hierarchical system. The priest, bishop. Clear or not? Like that, a hierarchical system is there for Christians. I mean, the religious system. Okay, so the religious head of Christians, he is the Pope. With the present Pope? With the present Pope? No idea. So sad. So you people are not going for Sunday school, I think, right? Huh? Shania Simon, correct answer. Okay. So, but today, nowadays, you are unable to go to Sunday school, right? Let it be. Anyway. Okay, so come back. Yeah, correct answer, Adulya. Okay, so come back here, everyone. So, the northern part of today's Italy at 19th century, it was under the control of the Austrian Habsburgs. Okay, Austrian Empire. The central part is ruled by the Pope, religious head of Christians. Okay, and with the religious head of Muslims, he studied nationalism in India. Who is that? A religious head of Muslims. Oh God. First chapter we studied that. I mean, nationalism in India. A special movement is there related with that. Then tell me who's the leader of. Who is this? Said told that. Khalifa. Correct answer. Okay. So the Khilafat movement, studied about that, right? So religious head of Muslims, it is the Khalifa. Okay. And it is Christians. For Christians, it is a Pope. That's what the religious head. And what about religious head of Hindus? An idea? Any particular name is there like that? There is no question such a question not exist. Okay, there is no leader. Okay, we cannot say there's a leader for that religion called the Hindus or Hindutva or Hinduism. No leaders are there. Okay, let it be. So all are leaders only. Let it be. So today we can read number of newspaper reports. There are a number of living gods are there in Hinduism, right? That Swami, this Swami, okay, that Amma, this Amma, like that number of things are there, right? Only. Okay, so we are not don't want to make a religious controversy. Okay, so just discuss it. Okay, so let it be. So come back. So during the middle of the 19th century, so one more thing I have to speak to you people. Okay, so I told you a number of times I told you people there. Okay, so you people are coming from different religious background, political background, economic and social background. In the political science class or history class, we are not discussing anything against any religion, right? So myself speaking, so myself I born in a Hindu family, and I studied in Christian management schools from my KG to PGs, right or not? Only Christian management institutions. And myself, I have a number of friends. Basically, they are not Hindus or Christians; they are Muslims. Clear or not? So myself, if I am saying something, okay, don't think that in a negative way. Okay, clear? Understand? I am not speaking anything against any particular religion. So generally, what is going on in around us, or what we are reading from the newspaper reports, that only we are discussing in the classroom. Okay, it is not my personal comment or not my comment against anyone or any religion or any particular political party. Clear? Is that clear or not? So don't think like that. Don't think like that. Okay. Okay. So religion, for myself, religion means it is something that sometimes can create a coordination. Nothing more than that. Nothing more than that. Right? Yes or no? What are you people thinking? You are people of just 15 or 14 or even 12. Anybody is there here? The age of 12? I don't think so. Okay, 14, 15 or something will be there. Journalist is completed age of 18 and Aadhaar card is there for journalist. Voters ID card is there. Right, Jerlin? Jerlin is laughing at others which completed age of 12. Okay, so let it be. Okay, Swadi 18, 12. Right, Swadi? Swadi? No. Okay, let it be. Fisan says I am 115. Fisan? Is 115 or I-15? Okay, let it be. So that's it. Okay, so just don't take that in a bad sense or something. Okay, so we're just discussing about some facts that are. Okay, so here we discussed about the Pope. Okay, so he controlled the central part of today's Italy. Today also he is the one who controlling that area. So might you heard about the Vatican City and Rome? Yes or no? So basically, Christians, they will think about that. Want to visit this Rome and the Vatican City is a holy place for them, right? Yes or no? So that central Italy, that basically controlled by the Pope, termed as the papal states. Okay, and the center was ruled by the Pope, and the southern region were under the domination of the Bourbon kings of Spain. Southern part of Italy, which was controlled by the Bourbon kings from Spain. Even the Italian language had not acquired one common form and still had many regional local variations. And at the same time, Italian language in these 7 states are different. Okay, different dialects they use. In Kerala also we know that, right or not? Okay, so one district, one particular language will be there. I mean, slang differentiation is there, right or not? You are observed that. How many of you are from Thrissur here? District, Thrissur district. How many of you? Please raise your hand. How many are there? Anyone from Ernakulam? Okay, Thrissur, please hands down. Hands down. Thrissur. Ernakulam. Sai Saidik. Sean from Ernakulam. Okay. Anyone from Malappuram? Kasaragod? Kannur? Kozhikode? Kollam? Thiruvananthapuram? Alappuzha? Kottayam? Nobody. Okay, let it be. Roshan Jain says that I am like border of both. Okay, so you are coming from Charai, right, Mr. Roshan? Roshan, is that correct or not? Yeah, that's it.
Ernakulam and Thrissur border.
That's what Ernakulam. Yeah, that's what the slang difference. So for people from Ernakulam will say, I am from Ernakulam. Okay, that's it. So you that prove that you have a close connection with Ernakulam. Okay. So you know that differentiation is there, right or not? So some district people will say their language is the perfect language. Okay. The people from Thiruvananthapuram will say that Thiruvananthapuram slang is the best slang. That is the best Malayalam. So Suraj Veññaramud, a particular film artist, you know that his slang. Okay, then he proved that it is not the best one. Clear or not? Yeah. Yes or no? What about Thrissur slang? Is that the good one? Not at all. Okay, not at all. Our slang is very different and difficult to manage for the other district people there. So differentiation is there. Okay. Kisan says, I have seen Suraj in a flat. Okay, flat in the sense spread over the ground.
Near the stadium, Jailan Stadium.
Okay, Jawaharlal Nehru International Stadium. Okay, so let it be. So my mother's house, that's in Kollam. Okay, so I know the language of, I mean, the Malayalam of Kollam region and Thrissur region. So nowadays I am using a perfect one. Perfect in the sense it's a mix of both. Okay, and something I will not use also. Clear or not? So in the Thrissur slang also, Endutra we ask like that, right? Okay, so no, I will not use that. And in Kolla, if you're going, they will ask Endua. They will ask like that. Okay. So myself, I will ask Endu. That's it. That enough. Okay. Clear or no? So nothing is perfect here. Okay, we cannot say that. So if we go to Palakkad, totally different it is. The dialect is different, right? Kozhikode, we cannot understand that. Okay. One day I went to Kasaragod. Okay. What happened? I was traveling in a private bus. Okay. And the stops this, a person who's standing in front of the door, we'll say it as he's as a killy, right? The door checker. Okay. Politely we'll say killy of the bus. Okay. So we'll say strawberry, chadioli means what is that? You cannot jump from the bus anyway, right? Okay. He told us to just get down from the bus. That's what. Okay. So like that, various differences are there. We cannot say that any particular district is perfect or something like that. Some regional differences are there. So like that in Italy also, there are different dialects. There is no common dialects they used. Okay, Italian only, but different versions are there. During 1830, Giuseppe Mazzini had sought to put together a coherent program for a unitary Italian republic. So tell me, who's Giuseppe Mazzini? Giuseppe Mazzini, we already studied about it. He's an Italian revolutionary, right? He's an Italian revolutionary and started two organizations, basically termed the Young Italy and Young Europe, right? Young Italy and Young Europe. One is in Bern and other is in Versailles, right? Yes or no? To fight against the conservatives. So it is Giuseppe Mazzini, the main person behind the unification. Okay, clear. During 1830s, Giuseppe Mazzini had sought to put together a coherent program for a unitary Italian republic. He had also formed a secret society called Young Italy for the dissemination of his goals. The failure of revolutionary uprising both in 1831 and 1848 meant that the mantle now fell on Sardinia, Piedmont, under the ruler King Victor Emmanuel II. So related with this Italian unification, there are a number of names are there. Okay. Giuseppe Mazzini, Giuseppe Garibaldi, Count Camillo di Cavour, names of some people. Okay, not at all edible items. Okay, what is that? Giuseppe Mazzini, Giuseppe Garibaldi, and Count Camillo di Cavour. Okay, you go into 5-star hotel or a 7-star hotel and ordering for this item. Okay, one plate of Garibaldi. Okay, Garibaldi. Count Camillo di Cavour, 2 plates. Okay, then Giuseppe Mazzini, half plate. Let it be. So name of the people clear? Giuseppe Mazzini, Giuseppe Garibaldi, then Count Camillo di Cavour, and Victor Emmanuel II. Victor Emmanuel II. These are the 4 names that basically are connected with the Italian unification. Italian unification. Who are they? Who are they? Angelo will say that. Angelo, tell me. Angelo discussing something with her mother. Okay, so she suddenly think or start thinking about the snack for 4 o'clock. Angelo, what are the 4 names here?
Your voice is breaking.
We will plaster it. Angelo, tell me, what are the 4 names?
Giuseppe Mazzini.
Giuseppe Mazzini.
Giuseppe.
Garibaldi. Giuseppe Garibaldi. Then Count Camillo di Victor Emmanuel II. Okay, then Count Camillo di Cavour. Count Camillo di Cavour. So we will discuss about them independently one by one. Okay. So come back to the textbook. Okay, Victor Emmanuel II to unify the Italian state. So finally, it is the Sardinia Piedmont. In the German unification, how Prussia interfered, like that in the unification of Italy, basically it is Sardinia Piedmont started the unification process with the help of its king, Victor Emmanuel II. Victor Emmanuel II, Giuseppe Mazzini, Giuseppe Garibaldi, and Count Camillo di Cavour. Okay. A unified Italy offered them a possibility for economic development and political dominance. So they think we want to unite Italy for improving their economical development and political stability. Political stability. Is that clear? Clear or not? Yes. Okay. So this was enough today. I can give 2 minutes for you people. Please read it, and doubt means you can ask me. Listen to me. Only 3 means what is that?
Percentage charge.
What?
Only 3% charge.
Only 3% charge. Okay.
Sir, in mobile charges go low.
So one thing you do. So take your mobile, cover that with plaster of Paris, and dip in water. Wait for 24 hours. Okay. It will soak well in water. Okay. And you can fry it. Charge it, Mr. Fisan.
Charging and using. It is hot, very hot when catching on.
Okay. So you can make omelette on that. Okay. At least bullseye. Okay. So come on, guys, read it. Any doubt, you can ask me first. So no doubts, right? All the things are clear for you, I think so. Only 2 topics we discussed today. One is the German unification. The other is the Italian unification. Clear? Okay, read it first. The things are easy to understand. All lines should be important for us people because it is MCQ examination. Okay, so number of 1 mark answers are there, MCQs are there from this area. So please read thoroughly. Okay, come on.